I know some people in the community have concerns with regard to the additional pollution or anything like that going on in the community. Myself personally, just the dollar amount of this project, and as far as technology has gone in every other way, I would imagine that this plant is going to operate much cleaner than anything that we've seen in our lifetimes. As a matter of fact, just outside of the borders in Indiana, there's still a lot of plants that are actually currently probably being slated to close and things like that. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, being an area resident and being concerned of myself, not only living in the area, but my children and my grandchildren. Of course, I'm going to be concerned about anything that's brought in the area. I think probably the most telling sign of measurement of how little this new plant will emit is that they're applying for the same type of emission permit that the Art Institute would use. So, compared to heavy industry, that's really not much of a factor. Would we have a problem if the Art Institute came in southeast Chicago? I don't think so. And worrying about the residual effects of the carbon footprint of that, I don't think that would be a large concern. So, again, putting on that other hat as a Hegewisch resident, as family that lives in Slag Valley and so forth, I'm pretty satisfied with it. Plus, I trust that our enforcement arms, the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency, the Federal Environmental Protection Agency, is going to do their due diligence and make sure that Leucadia is in compliance. Right. And I'm sure Leucadia realizes that.
Right. Well, that type of investment. This is serious business these days. People don't.
It is serious business, but they're a multi-billion-dollar company, and I think there's been a lot of misinformation, especially during the political season. We see that all the time. Right. This past political season was nothing different. This was one of the main focus of several groups who chose to make this an issue, and certainly it's of great importance, but it became more of a political issue than others. And you have to remember, the governor did sign the Senate bill. He signed the legislation that enabled this, but he originally vetoed it because he had some concerns. And I think we all know Governor Quinn has been very environmentally conscious. He founded CUB, Citizen Utility Board. So there were some issues that needed to be worked out, and as part of the legislative process, those issues were worked out. Now groups are in favor of this, who in the past were not in favor of it or were maybe staying neutral. So we do have much support now, and I think much misinformation has been out there. We'll continue to have more meetings, and there'll be more tweaking of the project as it goes through the permitting, both on the state level and the city level, to ensure that the public has a chance to learn more about the realities of this and not the misinformation, and to voice their opinions so we get the best project possible on all ends.
Well, I'm sure you can possibly find some more information about this project and other projects on your website or through your office, right?
Yes, sure. Certainly at johnapope.org or cityofchicago.org as well.
Mr. Stamos, with regard to the training, that's another bit of misinformation that I feel needs to be brought out into the air. I hear people occasionally say, well, those jobs aren't for us, as if to say that there aren't enough people in our community who have the intelligence or whatever the requirements may be. Isn't there something going on now where we're working on possibly training people to be there? Or
actually, those kind of statements really are self-condescending, I feel.
I agree.
And that saying, really indicates that people that live in my community and myself and my family and my friends, my neighbors, aren't able to learn new tasks and new skills, which we know is not the true statement. The southeast side, one of the greatest reasons why industry comes here is because of the workforce. I have every bit of confidence that people from the southeast side will do well in this. We have already taken steps to work with Chicago Clean Energy to develop a community benefits plan, where we will work with the community colleges, to make sure that before this plant is up and running, the 200 permanent, well-paying jobs, that the community residents will be ready to be able to man that facility. And frankly, working in the workforce development and for many, many years, people like to hire locally. They really do. It's a better bet. When snowstorms come and other things like that, if you can get somebody local, you're much better off.
Right.
And we're working with the city colleges, Olive Harvey, in the neighborhood to ensure that there's the job training to prepare these local residents to ensure that they have the best opportunity available to actually take those good paying positions.